Are you in search of a major literary challenge for the year 2025? I have a white whale of a book that I've been meaning to read for quite a number of years, but its length, its complexity is daunting, and I always think, I can put this off for another year. But sometimes you gotta put on that Ahab hat and go after that white whale. So the year of 2025 is going to be my year for reading In Search of Lost Time by Marcel Proust. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Greg, and I may be venturing out on a foolhardy journey, an adventure into that literary terrain known as In Search of Lost Time by Marcel Proust. This was a book originally published in French between 1913 and 1927. There are 7 volumes in this book. Or is it a 7-volume series? Not quite sure. It is also a very long book, and you have a number of translations and the original French that you can choose to read. But what happened is a few weeks ago, I got a message from my friend Randy Ray, the literate Texan, asking me if he thought it was a good idea to read In Search of Lost Time. And I responded back saying, I've only read the first volume. Haven't really get too far else beyond that, and it is my white whale. It is something that daunts me. But yes, a lot of people think it is worthwhile to read Proust. So toward the year 2025 is going to be the year that I will be hosting, along with some other people, a readathon for reading Proust. Now exactly how we're going to do this, we haven't quite decided yet. This is only the end of June, and this is intended to start in January of 2025. So there is a lot of room and time to get everyone's ducks organized, get the edition of the book that you want to read, and think about how we want to read this book. I've seen a few videos giving advice on how to read this. One of the best videos on advice said, read this book slowly. Savor it. Do not struggle with it too long because you may get daunted and put it down. This suggestion, and I will leave a video link below, is to read about 10 pages per day. And then you journal your thoughts on what you have read. And that's not too hard. Now, depending on the edition you pick up, that may be a little shorter or a little longer than 10 pages. It really depends on the size of the page and the text, but about 10 pages. And that will take you the entire year to read. Now, I'm intending to read this book slowly. There are a few people in the initial planning stages who want to read this fast, get it done in a few months, just plow through. And there may be 2 reading groups. There may be the slow reading group and the fast reading group. I don't know. And lots of people reading different editions. The most common edition nowadays for the English reader is going to be the revised C. Scott Moncrieff translation, and that was revised by Terence, Kilmartin, and later revised again by D.J. Enright. This is the one you will pick up in most bookstores. However, there are a lot of new translations coming out, and some people prefer the newer translations or the different translations. And as far as I'm concerned, in this year of reading Proust, you can pick up whatever edition you feel most comfortable reading. As I said, there's at least one person in the group who's intending to read it in the original French. And I'm actually looking forward to what she has to say once we get into the weeds next year and talking about passages and see how closely they come to the French. Now, the C. Scott Moncrieff edition has been known to be a little overly Edwardian and a little more flowery than the original Proust. Terence, Kilmartin, and DJ Enright sort of smoothed out a lot of those differences, but it's still going to be Edwardian prose and it's still going to be flowery. And maybe that will be okay. Now, I have read the first volume of 7, Swann's Way, twice. I once listened to the audiobook just driving to and from work in my car. It was an okay experience. Later in the aughts, I was a part of a group read on, I think it was Goodreads. We were trying to do the year of reading Proust, and I got through the first volume of Swann's Way again. I read it on my Kindle, and I actually fell in love with the prose. These translators just were doing some really gorgeous English writing. Again, it may not be exactly Proust, but it was good writing. And I got through about a third of the second volume, which is Within a Budding Grove, before I just sort of petered out. And I don't want to peter out again. This is my third time at bat with In Search of a Long Time, and I want to get home in this. It's a long book, depending on your edition. I have some notes here. The original C. Scott Moncrieff edition on Kindle is about 3,723 pages long. If you go for the more modern edition, it is 2,617 pages long. I think it's not really that much shorter. It's just how they calculate the pages. If my internet ability is right to look up the books on Amazon, the modern edition, this one right here, is 4,688 pages long. So depending, again, on which edition you have, you'll be reading a variety of different pages. Sometime in the future, on my Discord channel, I intend to put up a very rough schedule, find out approximately where 10 pages is on this edition, give some clues like what is the sentence of the next paragraph, and give people an idea of where they should be every week. Because life happens, you will not necessarily be able to read 10 pages every day. Sometimes you may read none, or some days you may have to go for like 30 or 40 pages to catch up. But this idea is that there will be sort of a weekly schedule where roughly you should be in the reading experience for the slow group. I don't know anything about the fast group. Now, I have put this on my Discord channel. There will be a link to my Discord channel below, and you can come and join in now. There are quite a few people already joined up. They are talking about the planning stages, and they're talking about different translations that you can try. So I encourage you, let's go get a white whale of a literary book and read for In Search of Lost Time in 2025. I hope you join us. Thank you for watching, and keep on reading.